What's going on today, guys? Primal Sabbath here, and today we're going to be taking a look at my second, I guess, not favorite of the Beast Machines Dinobots, and I kind of just wanted to get this out of the way. It's not because I don't like the mold. I like the mold, and I like it in Beast Wars Neo. It's just this is gold plastic, as you can tell, and whenever I got it, it was in beast mode. It was completely together. You see there's this gap here. I'm just not going to force that anymore. But whenever I got it, it was in beast mode. I transformed it. Everything was fine. And then putting it back into beast mode, I kind of like maybe forced a few things, and a little bit of it broke off, and I'll kind of show where, but I'll also try to show how you can maybe prevent that. I think a point of like something that may be kind of worth looking into here is I believe that the whole tail section is all paint. I'm pretty sure, almost positive. I think it's underneath. I think it's this color plastic. So you should be good, and I don't think there's any swirl in that plastic, so that should be fine. But this is just your kind of traditional gold plastic syndrome. I won't show off any of the like the gimmicks for this. I will save that for the actual Saberback video review. That said, this is Dinobot Striker from the Beast Machines Dinobots subline, and it's pretty cool. And they did a universe version of this that was like in a dark green, and I think it still had some of the stuff, but it had some of the kind of Unicron tainted color scheme stuff on it. I didn't pick that up. I don't really plan on picking it up. I mean, like maybe if I found it cheap, I would pick that up. But it's kind of similar to like Beast Machine Skydive, so it's not really high up there on my list personally. But it may be a good alternative because it is still Dinobot Striker. It's just the universe version of him. So yeah. That said, it's gold plastic, so you know what we got to do on this channel. Yeah, but like definitely something to kind of keep in mind is that if you do get it, because I think he was packaged in beast mode. If you do get it in beast mode, it should be okay. This wasn't sealed. This was used, or at least open, I should say. So, anyways, what you're gonna want to do is kind of start back here and just lift up. It's a wonder these little tabs haven't given out because yeah. And this, if you want to, you can go ahead and pull that off. You can see underneath, kinda. There we go. Let's give it a zoom. It's that kind of blue sort of plastic in there, and then anyways. But I believe like the entirety of everything in here is painted. So there's that. Anyways, set it off to the side. Get it out of the way. Now, this is actually where mine kind of broke. You can sort of see in there where I was just trying to force it, and that's the piece that chipped off. But anyways, let's just get some of this stuff out the way. And here, you may want to try just sort of wiggling these little like that I think is another point that's gonna just like pop off at some point, are these little pegs in here that plug into the sides, and they do help to kind of get all this to sort of sit flush in a way. So maybe just if you do feel the need to live on the wild side, don't peg them all the way in. Just kind of give them like that, just enough to kind of grab a hold of the slot in there. You should be good. Up here again, which is where it wasn't really pegging in, I just kind of run my finger across it like that, my fingernail, just to get it split enough and out of the way. We'll get this down and out of the way. And all right, let's get on to it. I know this was a scary part, getting these out, but anyways, fold that up and then a little soft click into place. Again, that will probably break on you. Soft click into place. It will probably break on you. You know, like anything with gold plastic syndrome, it's just kind of a crapshoot, really. Like, you just don't know if you're going to get a decent piece or what or not. You got a little hole in there that's supposed to go on this little peg. I think if it doesn't, like, it should be okay. But okay, yeah, that was a pretty nice fit there. So again, we'll do the same here. Here we go. And you may want to be a little more careful with yours the first time. I'm just familiarized myself with mine, so it really isn't anything to it. Now, these pieces will rotate on these little doodads. So you'll do that just to get all this junk back here out of the way, and that'll let you fold that down, collapse that. That's a piece that I totally forgot. Like, I was trying to get them back into beast mode, and I was like, oh my god, where do all these pieces go? How do I do this? I haven't messed with any of the uses of this mold that I do have in so long. I just forgot how to do stuff. So from here, this is where stuff gets kind of tricky. I believe you want to kind of get it up here like this and just sort of get what you can out the way, and then kind of give it a rotate. Boom. Home free right there. Go ahead and plug that in right there. And we'll do the same thing. Rotate it up, and then give it a good spin around. Just kind of watch out where this ball socket here is going to be like rubbing onto stuff. You know what I mean? And then from there you can kind of rotate that back down. And then I think at this point you're pretty much home free. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting that up and rotating that around. I think this, I don't know if this, yeah, this is supposed to, I guess, yeah, it kind of soft clicks in there. And then as you can see, the kind of like dead mode head or whatever will rest on the chest like so. Bars. All right, let's get that down. Maybe like that. All right, looking good. There we go. Let's say looking good. We're looking okay. I'll settle for okay. There we are. And then this, you just kind of fold all these little spikes kind of up and around. And to tell you the truth, like, these may actually be like not correctly oriented either. I have no clue. Because I think I've popped these off a few times by accident. I've popped the ones on my Beast Wars Neo one off a few times by accident, so I have no idea if that's correct or not. But he's got this kind of I wouldn't call it a ponytail. Like, I really wouldn't. It's like spiky dinosaur spike bits. The English language that I just murdered. And he's got this kind of cool headdress, which I do like as well. But let's see. Does he have heel spurs? I don't think he does, but he should. He really should have some heel spurs. Nope, that's part of that. Okay. Well, he'll kind of be a little bit back heavy, but if you just play with them hips a little bit, kind of lean them forward, again, it should be okay. You're going to kind of want to, I guess, have to play with these just to get these out of the way of the arms, but I guess that's, this is an all right position. Do it like that. Do it like that. All right, cool. And then again, like with this, you can pull this all the way back until it clicks, and that's supposed to be his weapon, but it's also kind of like a trap thing. Again, whenever I do review Saberback, I'll kind of get into all of that, because he is a repaint of Saberback. No remolding done, surprisingly. So, anyways, here he is holding this ridiculous weapon. And I say holding it in the loosest of terms. So, there's that. Maybe it'll look better in this other hand. Let's get that out the way. I usually just kind of keep it stored back here and use it as a bit of a kickstand. But, you know, what can you do? Alright, let's get that in there. Rotate it around a little bit. There we go. Maybe because the handle's on the inside now, it won't look so goofy when he's holding. I mean, he still really can't hold it up. There you go. You can kind of like use his arm and his elbow against his kibble to sort of get him to hold it in a blaster-like pose. Let's scooch him back. Let's move this over a pinch and raise this up a little bit. You kind of see where I'm getting at, what I'm talking about. So, anyways, yeah, you kind of got to use this kibble to your advantage, I guess, and that'll give him some more frontward weight off of these heels. So there is that. But for the most part, a successful conversion with no GPS issues, except for that little bit right up in there. But you know what? that's a sacrifice I am not necessarily happy to make, but I find an acceptable ordeal. So yeah. Anyways, move this off to the side. So, like I said, he kind of has, again, it's just a straight up repaint of Saberback, but I really do like these colors. The blue, the orange, the kind of like grayish blues, the teal. I think it looks really cool. Again, it's a shame he suffers from the gold plastic syndrome, because the gold does, I think, accentuate the rest of these colors pretty well. And he's just got an overall really cool aesthetic, I think. And I really do like it. And I do like Saberback. So, I think that's about it. Again, if you want to, let's see, I think, how do we, all right, gonna lay you down. I think you just kind of close it like that. I feel like there's something that activates it. I think maybe there is something in there that's supposed to activate it. Do you push down on something? Do you wiggle these? Do you give them a squeeze? Do you just pull back? I don't know. It closes up fine enough, though, so that's all I'm really after, but maybe, let's see. Nope, it would have been like this, which I guess makes some sense. Want to get these out of the way. You can kind of sort of do this if you want to. It makes him like he's got to be a front row guy on a shelf, essentially, like to get this to kind of work out for you. Other than that, like it's kind of got that going on, but it acts well enough as a bit of a third leg kickstand, I suppose. So you kind of, like I said, you got to make sure that there's something taller that can stand over him like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Dinobots Striker. Again, pretty cool figure. It's just you're gonna be playing the game of GPS roulette with it, and that is kind of like unfortunate. I would suggest getting one that's been like at least open, maybe not necessarily used, but definitely open to kind of see what's what on it, and then kind of go from there. But anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments about this fella, I actually, for once, have not looked up any bios on these guys. I just remember them from Wreckers number 1 and 2 from 3H, and I thought that was enough to convince me that I had to have them. So I had to have them. Anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment box, and I'll do what I can to answer them. If you like this kind of stuff, like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out Stasis Lock every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this very channel, where we talk about Beast Wars, Beast Machines, everything Beast era related. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.